Hi everybody and welcome back to our Football Manager Journeyman with Aston Villa. We are now into the new season and yes, as you can see, we are in the Premiership where we belong. Now, lots and lots has been going on, a hell of a lot, so I don't know how many games we're going to get through to today, but I am going to show you a few things of what's been happening in the pre-season. The first thing, and probably one of the most interesting things outside of Aston Villa, is yes, we're going to Arsenal. No, I haven't gone there, but they have had a change in manager. They've had this guy, Jorge Jesus, go to them because Arsene Wenger has gone to France as the boss. Now, I have to admit, I've never even heard of this guy. I've just seen it pop up on the news, so we're going to have a quick look at him. Let's see where he was. So, okay. Well, according to that, he hasn't managed for quite a while. In fact, a long time. That is a really strange. Really strange thing to do. Yeah, I'm I'm actually quite confused. Like I said, I just seen it pop up on my news, so I thought I'd have a look and show you guys first. But yeah, there we go. So they've got a new boss. They have brought a few players in as well. But obviously, the main thing that you guys want to see is the Villa team, and I have been spending and selling like crazy. So first of all, let's go to who we have been selling. Can we do that? No, we're going to have to look at it this way. We have brought in some cracking players and sold a lot of players as well. So yeah, we sold Bjornsson to Paris. We managed to get rid of Alan Hutton. Richard Delat's gone. Lansbury's gone. Scott Hogan's gone to Brighton. Jed Steer. Hull have brought Codger. Rangers, crazy enough, brought McCormack. Carlos Gill's gone. We've sent Ryan Glover out on loan and Jordan Lydon out on loan. And Costa out on loan because we have got a new left back. El Mohammadi. Now, he was a strange one because he was worth a shed load more money than that when we sold him. But no one wanted to offer a lot, so the most we got was 975k. Not brilliant, but better than nothing. So we brought in 27.5 million, and I think we had around about 60 odd million to spend. We sent Chubbs out on loan as well to see if we can improve him. And this guy has come through as a regen, already valued at £7.25 million. That is not bad for a regen who's not played one single game for us yet. So yeah, I mean, I think he could be a really good player for the future, and one we've had a few regens come in, and this is one that I am quite excited to see on how well he can go. I mean, his potential, 4-star, even hitting up to the 5-star possibly. And I just think if we loan him out this season, maybe even next season, or bring him back next season and play a few games with him, then yeah, it could be a really good player. Now on to the players that we've brought in, and you can see we have spent a whopping £84 million. Now the first two, I couldn't believe we got as cheap as what we did. We got Jada Silva. He was put on the transfer list by Chelsea. My scouts found him and said that he was been up for transfer. Again, potential extremely high, and I wanted a good young left back. English as well, and it's one of the one things I was trying to get at, was trying to pick up some English players. Now, one thing that has excited me more than anything so far on Football Manager 2018 is the scouting abilities. If you set your scouts up right, they will find some cracking players. Not only will they find the players, but they'll also go away and find out when the players that you kind of been looking at, or the positions that you've been looking at, are being put up for sale by the other teams. Now, if I hadn't noticed this in my scouting, I would never even thought to have gone back to look at Jada Silva, because I put a bid in for him last season and they wanted something crazy like, I think, 90 million, something absolutely ridiculous for a lad that really hasn't done a lot so far. No, it was crazy money, and I think it was just purely because he was young and he was English, with a possible good future ahead of him. So I had put scouts out to watch him, and then when it popped up that he was up for sale, I went in, put him for 2.5 million. I don't think he was worth that value-wise. He's played in the pre-season, already up to 3.9 million. And it's the same with this guy as well. And this is another one who I've been looking at before, Angel Gomez. I've heard a lot about him through YouTube channels and stuff, that, you know, he could be a really, really good player. If you look at his potential as well, his stats look promising. But not only that, look at all these positions he can play in. That is delicious. That is a really good young player. Granted, it's only 1.6 million at the moment, but I think if we keep playing him, building him up, he is another good one. Again, only 17, and again, English. The only problem I have got is he's 5'6", and Jay Silva is 5'4". So I'm building a team of dwarves at the moment. Now, Will Mannion, another good one we got on the cheap. Again, his value isn't as high as what we pay for him, but he is one for the future. Only 20, again, English, good potential. The only reason I think Hull sold him is because they needed the money. We had sold them one of our players as well, so this was kind of like part of the deal. And they didn't get promoted either last season, so I think he was desperate to come to us. Now, another one we picked up, did pay a decent amount, but here again was another one that was put on the transfer list, is David Klassen. Now, I was looking for young English players, but this guy, good shadow striker, considering we only play one up front as well, so he would be great. He's got some good experience, decent stats. He played for Everton in the Premiership last season, so he knows what it's all about. As you can see down here, he played 23 times last season and scored 7 goals. If we can do that again with him, I'll be very, very happy. Now, this is one of my little gems, Jack Wilshere. Yes, Jack Wilshere. And as you can see, we only paid £3 million for him, and he's worth 25 million. He was put on the transfer list. I don't know if it was because of his injuries that he was getting, whether he's playing a lot for Arsenal or not, I don't know. But as soon as I seen that he came up for sale, I put a bid in, and I think I put I'm trying to think if I remember right now, I think it was 2.2 million, which got turned down, so I went up to 3 million, I got accepted straight away. I am paying him a lot, £34,000 a week, which compared to the rest of the players is quite a decent amount, but if we keep him injury free, he is going to be a fantastic player for us. So really, really happy about that. 5'9", so he's a bit taller than the other guys. Now this guy, I got him. Let's have a look from I don't even ASEC, Ivory Coast. We did a bit of a scouting mission over there. It cost quite a bit of money out of the scouting funds, but we found this guy. It's actually Spanish, believe it or not. But yeah, he looks really, really good, and I'm very, very excited about seeing him in the future. Now, this is one of the beautiful, beautiful purchases that I made. Yes, it was £20 million. It was a lot of money, but he is going to be worth it. I've read so much about this guy. A lot of people on YouTube who are playing Football Manager are raving about him. 15 finishing at 17 years old. Amazing. I'm very, very excited about seeing this guy play for us. We brought Jadon Sancho, put my teeth back in, on loan, just to cover the left wing position. I'm hoping, if we can, we're going to try and buy him. Perhaps at the end of the season. We have got him on loan until the end of the season. So I'm hoping that we can snatch him away from, is it Borussia Dortmund? Yeah. And try and bring him into our team, because he is English. Now, this is the other guy. which a lot of people have been talking about, and he is going to be our main winger. And this is Moise Kean. Now he does. I think he's going to need a lot of time given to him, and devoted to him to bring him up to his full potential, because his stats are scarily good. And I am going to be playing him out on the left wing, if I'm honest. It is a natural position for him. If need be, we can put him up front if we lose Pellegrini or Keenan Davis. But he was a big buy for us. And I picked this guy up from Brazil to cover the right back. I say cover the right back. He may even become the full-time right back over James Bree, because he does look really, really good. And again, 19, as you can see, a bit of a trend. I am trying to get young players in. I'd love it if we can cement our position in the Premier League this season. Maybe even push for Carabao Cup to try and get us into Europe next season. But then next season, regardless of what happens this season, really push on and try and break into that top 4. A couple of other players that I brought in was Unai Nunes to cover at the back, valued at 22 million. We brought him before the pre-season started, so he has played a couple of friendlies for us, coming on a sub, but it did cost 17.5 million. However, it's worth 22 million already. And then, look, I think this was what he was feeling at his old team. So, you know, if we can train him up and give him what he wants, I think he's going to be a really, really good central defender. He's already well suited to the Premier Division, better than what we've already got in at the moment, which is great. And then I did raid Birmingham City. I'm not proud to admit this, but we brought this striker in, Keith Downing. We did a bit of a scouting mission on some of the lower teams local to us to see what they got, and we came across this little gem. Now, I did pay, was it 1.2? Yeah, 1.2 million, which is about double what he's worth. However, I think he's going to be a really good player for the future, and that's what I'm looking at. And it's a trend that you're going to see. I am looking to build for the future. Now, if we look at the team, you'll also see a few other players in here. So we've got Lucas Sedgley. He's come through the youth regens. Again, scary potential in the centre and midfield, and one which I will be using perhaps in the Carabao Cup, even though he is injured at the moment, for a couple of weeks. I think there was one other guy. I'll tell you, like, there was two other guys. There was Andrew Deeney, again, come through our youth system at regen level. Okay, not valued at a lot, but we're only paying him £110 per week. His potential is really good, and another good young striker. Determination 20 already, which is fantastic, which is what I like. Finishing, not bad for a 16-year-old. Technique is good, and flair is good. If you look at his physical stats as well, apart from his jumping reach, we've got another small player in there, but we won't be able to put too many high crosses in. But again, another good one for the future. And Darren Williams, again, through our youth system on the regens, centre back, heading. He's 6 foot, guys. He's 6 foot. We've got a tall one, 6 foot. But I mean, bravery very high. Teamwork is good. Heading is good for a 16-year-old. We just need to improve on his tackling and his technique probably a little bit, and his first touch. But again, we train him up. May even send him out on loan. Next season he comes in and does a great job for us. But at the moment, I'm going to keep him at the club and see how we get on. Now, I will show you how we got on in our pre-season, and this is what excited me the most. We played a few lesser teams, and then our last 2 games we played 2 giants of European football, and we did extremely well. So here we go. So we played, I think this was over in China, was it? I think somewhere like that. And we were up in these things, but then we played Paris Saint-Germain and drew 0-0. Can we look at the squad they put out? They had Neymar, Cavani, Verratti, Marquinhos. They put out a bloody good team. But then the big one, we played Bayern Munich and we won 2-0. Pellegrini, our star little man, scored 2 goals, 1 in each half. And again, they put out a full strength squad. It's not as if they put out like a youth team or young players. They put out a really, really good young squad. And we did extremely well against them. Granted, in both games against Bayern and PSG, they should have scored. Especially PSG, they had a plethora of chances, and to be fair, they should have beaten us quite easy. But they didn't, which is promising, so really, really happy about that. So as you can see, yeah, our team is looking very, very good. I'm really happy with the purchases that we've made, and I think we've still got 11 million in the kitty as well, which is really, really good. So I'm happy with that. I'm not going to buy anybody else in now unless an amazing player comes along for less than 10 million quid, which isn't going to happen. But I'm really pleased with the squad, and I don't want to buy anybody else in. It's going to be a long season. It's going to be a hard season, especially with the fact that we've only got a majority of young players in. But I'm excited about what could possibly happen. So let's have a quick look at our schedule. So we have an extremely hard start to the season, away to Manchester City. Then we're at home to Southampton, and away to Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. Now, I may only play the first 2 games today because I've been blabbering on a little bit about what we've been doing in the pre-season. But this first game, it could go one of 2 ways, I think, against Man City. I think the first game of the season is always an unknown for a lot of people. Let's just have a quick cheeky look at their team, shall we? Let's just see who they've brought in. Who's this? Mari, young Spanish defender. Okay, I brought in a few younger players. Williams. Oh, Inaki Williams, he's been there. Oh, 31 million. Wow. So they brought in a few players. Ed Francis. Who is Ed Francis? Let's go in. And this is another thing that I do. I'll go around looking at all the other teams because of the young players that they bring in, and we just send scouts out to it. It's a great way to find young players, especially English players. I mean, look at this guy, another attacker. I mean, we might not need another forward, but we'll definitely scout him anyway. That's not going to hurt to have a look. But it's always good to see what young players are coming through, especially at teams like Man City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, because they attract the better calibre of players, and they've got better training systems as well. So their regens are going to be a lot better. Who's Joseph Eze? Oh, young keeper. So we'll scout him as well. So anyway, enough of me warbling on. Let's get into the first game against Manchester City. So here we go then, our first game in the Premiership. As you can see, there was I think it was a Friday night game. Bournemouth beat Everton. But this is our very first game, a very proud moment for me to have my Villa boys back in the Premiership. Now, the team that we're going to be starting with is going to be Johnston in goal, Bree right back, Nunes and Ada in the central defence positions, De Silva at left back, Konate and Wiltshire in the middle, Green on the right wing, Keane on the left wing, Klassen in the shadow striker attacking midfield position, and Pellegrini up front. Now, I could have chosen literally any of these players for on the bench because they were all going to be really good players for me, I think. But we're obviously going to have Will Mannion as our backup goalkeeper, Darren Williams and Carlos Bedell in central defence positions backup. I've got Brananka, Gomez from midfield, and Deeney and Davis for up front if need be. And like I said, we can always move Moise Keane if need be up into the attacking position. So I think we're pretty well covered in most positions now, which is one of the things which last season was a problem. Not that we didn't have cover, it's just that the problem was a lot of our cover was older players. I mean, last year we had, was it Chester and John Terry as our two central defenders who were as slow as a donkey, basically. I have kept Chester purely because I think it could be a good utility backup player if called upon, if needed. So let's see how we get on. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we either pull off a massive surprise, or worst case we don't get absolutely smashed by an extremely good, experienced Man City team. This is going to be the only problem for my team, apart from perhaps Wilshere and Klassen. There isn't a great amount of Premiership experience within the team, but nevertheless, it's a good team. It's a really good team, and I am, like I keep saying, you'll get fed up with me saying this at the beginning of these Journeyman. I'm really excited about what we can do. Let's go to opposition instructions. I can imagine there's going to be a few on here. Okay, we don't want to get players sent off, but okay, weaker foot. Alexis Sanchez. Oh, I mean, look at that. Sanchez and Sergio Aguero up front. My God, this could go wrong. Okay, so we confirm those changes. Back to team talk. Right then, come on boys. Let's give a good account of ourselves. And straight away we give the ball away. Oh, got City have got an attack already. Oh, good clearance there. Come on, Keane. Don't play around with it. Canente. I don't know how you pronounce his name. So Nunes, out to Bray. Come on, Bray. Come on, keep going with it, Bray. Keep running. Oh, you're giving. Oh, we've got the ball back. Who's it played into? Good ball out to Keane. Come on, Keane. Oh, Wilshere picks up the ball. Klassen gets easily tackled there. This is a mighty long highlight. Oh no, Aguero's through. Close him down. Oh, good save, Johnson. Oh. We don't want to go behind too early on in the game. Come on. Oh, they played it out to Silva. It takes a shot. Oh, it's another corner. Oh, I don't know where this is going. I don't want them to score too early on. Now, come on, get out, boys. Go on, Wilshere. You can do it. Yes, go on, Wilshere. Keep running. Keep running. Someone help him. Oh, nice bit of skill there. Green into Pellegrini to, oh, Klassen. No wonder Everton sold him cheap. That could have been a really good break then. Johnson with a goal kick. I can't imagine us winning many headers in midfield. Oh, to Klassen on Klassen. Yes! 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 We are 1-0 up. Oh my life. Oh my God. Let's see this again. So it's Keane with a little, was that little dink over the top to Pellegrini. He dips it behind him to Klassen. Oh, great shot there by Klassen. Oh, only 10 minutes in. I can't believe that. Oh, but here we go. City got a free kick already. Come on. Oh, bloody hell. Jimenez equalises for Man City straight away. But at least we proved that we can score against the top teams. I mean, I'd happily take a 1-1 draw away from home to Man City. I mean, they are. I mean, look at that. We've only had one shot on target. Oh, and here they come again. Come on, close them down. Oh, we'll take that. Okay. Tactics. on to the weaker foot. That's fine. Okay, so we are struggling for possession, but we are playing Man City, to be fair. Come on! Oh no! It's Aguero. Why didn't we not mark him? Ah, bloody hell! That was just too easy for him. That was, wasn't it? So if I'm being 1-0 up, we are now 2-1 down. I'm guessing with the early kickoff for the Saturday as well, since we're now second from bottom. Oh dear. Okay. Right. Bloody Aguero. I think that could be up to half time. Come on, ref. Blow it. There we go. Half time. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, we were winning for a short while. That was an own goal. We'll give it as an own goal. We were winning for 3 minutes. So that's one positive to take out of it. Let's be a little bit harsh on him. If we go and lose 2-1, he says, with still 45 minutes to go, it wouldn't be a bad result considering who we are playing. However, I don't want it to knock morale down too much for the next game. I mean, you're going to play the likes of Man City away. You don't really expect to come away with a great result. But we should be doing much better when we've got the ball where we did then. Now, come on. I want to see some good crisp passing. Here's Pellegrini. What can Pellegrini do? He plays it out wide. De Silva. Oh, just about keeps it in. Well done, De Silva. Good crossing. Good. Yes! Green! Oh my, that was a fantastic crossing by De Silva. I wonder what Pellegrini was doing here. Just plays the ball out. De Silva just about manages to keep it in, but look at this for a cross. Oh, and there's Andre Green. I tell you what, there was going to be. I'm surprised no one actually came in for a bid with him in pre-season for Green, because he had a great season last season, and he's already started this season now with a goal. That's 2 goals away from home against Man City, which pleases me a hell of a lot. Well done, Green. Back to cover. We can't just keep pumping the ball up though. We haven't got the biggest of players. So Wiltshire plays it out to Keane, into Pellegrini. Plays it back to Conante. I might have to change his name as well. Breathe down. Come on, Green. Come on, Green. Put a good cross in. There we go. Oh, the keeper's... Yes! Did you see that? My God, 3 goals away from home against Man City. Let's have a look at this again. So Bree plays it down to Green. To be fair, that was just a hopeful ball into the middle. I don't know what Edison was doing there. And there's Moise Keane to pick up the pieces at the back post and slot it home. He is happy. He scores on his first debut for Villa. Oh, but here we go. Here's Man City. No! Oh, good save, Johnston. We need to be a bit tight with our marking there. That's twice I've done that from a corner. But here's Pellegrini again. Class and zooming up the middle. Go on, play Green. Go on, Green. Go on, Green. It's Pellegrini. Oh, Pellegrini. Oh, imagine if we got a 4th. I'm very, very excited. I was not expecting this at all. I really wasn't. Right, okay, I might have to make a substitution here. Kanate is down to 70%. I'm just thinking, who could we bring? I might bring Bernanke on actually. Yeah, we'll bring him on. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, come Come on, boys. Only 15 minutes left. This would be the most amazing start to a season. He says, as Man City have a throw-in our half. Oh, come on. What's going on? What's happening there? So Johnson with a big kick up front. Oh, that was terrible in midfield. Was that Wilshere? Oh, no, no. Come on, close them down. Oh, Johnston, you're keeping us in this game, mate. He's putting out some great saves. Oh, God. Do I change anything? I don't think I want to. I don't know. Oh, we've got a throwing. Straight back to the keeper. Go on, Nunes. Don't do anything silly. Johnston kicks it up front to Moise Keane. Come on, Keane. Oh, plays a nice ball into Klassen. Plays in Pellegrini. Oh, Pellegrini, that's unlucky. Oh, God. If we had that extra goal, I would have made another sub and brought on. Oh, no, it's Aguero. No! Oh, Johnston, I love you. He's kept us in the game again. How many? Look at this. 18 shots, 11 on target. Johnston, you've had an unbelievable game, sir. Oh, only a couple of minutes left. Are we going to hold on? Oh, De Silva. Into Aguero again. Oh, Johnston again. No! Oh, my God. We've thrown it away. Oh. I don't want to watch that again. I might cry. 4 minutes injury time, please. No more. Oh, God. Come on, Pellegrini. Come on, Klassen. As he plays ahead to Keane. Into Wilshere. Pellegrini. Back to Wilshere. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh. Imagine if we got the fourth. This is really taking it out of the team, but if we do get this draw, which I think we're going to. Come on, ref. Please blow. Please blow, ref. What an amazing game. What an amazing start to our new Journeyman. Oh, my. I'm more than happy to go away from home, first game of the season, to Manchester City and get a 3-3 draw. Only, losing it in the last couple of minutes. Absolutely brilliant. Who didn't have the best of the game? So James Bree. Yeah, I mean overall the team played really well. I'll try. I wonder how much. Let's leave the match. I'm just curious, and it's something which I haven't looked at, to be honest. Is how much James Green is actually worth? Not James Green. Andre Green is worth 19 million. Wow. Oh, I wish I kept an eye on how much he was worth when we first started in the Championship last season. But 19 million. So that is an amazing start there, guys. Yes, Man City did have a hell of a lot. I mean, look at that. 20 shots to our 8. 59% to our 41. But I don't care. You can't go to somewhere like Man City and expect to dominate and beat them for shots. But that was an amazing start to the season. So really, really happy with that. I think we'll do one more game, which will be the Southampton game. So see you in a moment for that, guys. Okay, guys, so we're ready for our next game now. And it's our first home game in the Premiership. And it's against Southampton, who lost to United in their first game. I think it was 4-1. Although they did have a player sent off. So yeah, I think, I don't even know how you say his name. Aston. He must have got sent off for them. But yeah, obviously with recent form, we've only played one game each, so it's very hard to tell. As you can see, we are down in 8th at the moment after that first game, but we are the first game of this week's fixture listing. So if we do win this, for a very, very brief spell, I'm sure, we will be at the top of the league. One interesting result from the first week is that Chelsea are lost to West Ham. So maybe that's a sign of where they're going. Who knows? Like I said, it's only their first game, so we don't really know. And another interesting managerial change there with Southampton. It's Claude Makelele is now manager of Southampton. I don't know when. I don't know if that happened at some point last season or it was happening pre-season. I'm not sure. Now we're going to leave the team as it was in the last match because I think they did play really, really well. And I really do want this as my perhaps main 11. The only positions which probably are in question maybe is left back and right back, and maybe this position. I don't know yet. But apart from that, this will be my main team. The only other change that you may see at some point is that I may bring in Angel Gomez for Klassen, depending on how well he keeps playing. I mean, he did have a great game last game, to be fair to him. But you know, that's a really good backup. I've just got that many good players out there that I wish I could play them all. So let's see how we get on against Southampton. Me saying that we've got so many good players. Let's see how we get on against Southampton first. So having a quick look at the Southampton team. They have got Fraser Forster, who's a good goalkeeper. Virgil van Dijk, fantastic centre back. I'm surprised no one snapped him up. Ryan Bertrand, I did have a look at him. But he is getting on a little bit now, I think. Yeah, 29. I thought he was younger than that. These two guys in midfield, they're pretty good. He's a good young midfielder. We did look at again buying him, but I think something like 35 million, I think, which we didn't have the funds for him at the time. I think there's an ex-Villa player as well, Stephen Davis. Yeah, he's that Villa for a while before going to Fulham. I'm quietly confident, especially with this quartet up here, and especially this guy. Oh, I'm loving Andre Green. So, let's quick go to tactics. We need to make it, especially now we're up in the Premiership, we need to make sure that we're doing these correctly. It will help us in the match. Let's just close him down. I don't want to be tackling everyone too hard, otherwise we'll have all our players sent off. Gabbiadini is a good striker actually. So have a quick look at their bench. Shane Long still going. He's one of these players in Football Manager, always seems to bang in the goals. Here we go. I'm just focusing on what we can do. Come on, leave us alone. Come on, Villa crowd, get behind us. Oh, it'd be great to get a good win under our belt in our second game. Especially following on from that fantastic draw against Man City in the first game. I still can't quite believe 3-1 against Man City. Oh no! Oh God, 1-0 down already. Oh, what a disastrous start. I don't want to see that again. Come on. We can still get this back. What's going on with that? I mean, I don't know if the possession is because it's virtually a whole new team. I mean, we've only got what, Johnson, Bree, Ada and Green really from last season. But yeah, possession wise we're not doing too well, are we? Come on, we just need to get, oh, we've got a couple of shots on target now, but no highlights. Where's the highlights? Is this a really crap game? Are we going to lose it after, what was it, 40 seconds? Oh, we've got a highlight now. Come on, Bree. Oh, come on, Wilshere. Oh, Wilshere, what was that? right to Southampton, but we've got it clear. Come on, Green. Come on, Green. No pressure on you, mate, but you're my best player so far. Plays it into Wilshire. Bloody lost the ball. De Silva picks it up out to Ada. Oh, all the way back to Johnston. What was the point in that? Oh, it's pointless playing high balls if we haven't got tall players. Maybe I need to change our tactics a little bit to stop the high ball. This is a very, very long highlight again, isn't it? Oh, come on. Let's get the ball off him. Oh, De Silva, that was awful. Oh, we're 2-0 down. Oh. The highs against Man City to the lows of Southampton. We are getting truly, really whipped here. This is not what I expected at all. Not what I expected at all. I am going to give them an absolute bloody mouthful now. That's disgusting. That was absolutely disgusting at half. We didn't have one highlight where we had a decent shot on target. Come on, boys, let's do something this time. Oh, Moise Keane isn't having the best thing. No, it's Klassen. Why aren't we playing well? Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Giving the ball away. Why are we giving the ball away? Why was Keane all the way over there? Oh no, they're in again. 3-0. What the bloody hell? Oh, this is not good. Right then. Let's change this up a little bit. Okay, let's bring him on. And come on, Davies. Let's see what you've got. Let's bring on 2 more of our English contingent. Is this going to be a hard up for us? Are we actually going to score a goal? Gomez, come on, Gomez. Come on, Davies. Oh, Davies. Also picking the ball up. Come on, Gomez. Oh, yes. He scores and he goes and gets the ball. Good lad. Come on. Come on. Let's go and get another quick goal now. So Davies giving the ball away there very poorly, but Welsh picking it up to Keane. Plays a little sneaky back heel into Gomez. I don't know what Fraser Forster was doing there, but it's given us a way back into this game. Now, come on. Do you know what? Let's just overload it in attack. Come on, let's get the ball off them. Good tackle. Come on, Keane. We'll shut out to Gomez. Up to Davies. Come on, Davies. You're a big lad. Just keep running at him. Plays it all the way back to De Silva. Oh, we keep trying these balls over the top and they're just picking them out. Come on now. Come on. Go on, Green. Come on, Green. Oh! If we got that, I'd have fancied us to get back into the... right. Let's close him down. Come on, come on. Oh, another corner. Oh, please, come on. Let's just get one more goal back. Oh, we've got another corner. Go on. Go! Come on, we're back in it. We're back in it. Oh, God, come on. I don't know who scored it, though. Conante? Oh, I don't know how you pronounce it, but he scored for us. Oh, come on, I've got a free kick now. Come on, let's get this clear. Let's get it clear. Don't let them shoot. Oh, come on, we've got 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Let's encourage them. Come on, let's pick up the ball. Well done, Keane. Out to De Silva. Conante, Wilshere. Back to De Silva. Plays it over the top to Keane. Come on, get the cross in. Oh, oh! Oh, God, I thought we were going to score then. Come on. Are we going to see another 3-3? Are we going to get a dramatic late equaliser? All the highlights carrying on. Oh, Wilshere, that was bloody awful. Come on. Well done, Nunes. Oh, great ball out to Keane. Come on, Keane. Oh, stop playing the stupid ball over like that. Come on, De Silva. Oh, De Silva's letting me down a bit. Oh, no. Oh. They hit us on the break. 4-2. Damn. I don't know what to say. I honestly thought we were going to fight back. But not. It wasn't to be. So after 2 games, we're going to be stuck on 1 point. And it's a point against a team which I didn't think we were going to get a point against. That was pretty poor, to be fair. I think we need to do something before our next game, which is against Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup, which will be on our next episode now. So let's have a quick look. We are down in 14th, which we could drop down even further depending on results with all the other teams, because we were the first team to play the second game. So after that very, very exciting 3-3 draw against Man City, we go and get battered at home as well to Southampton 4-2. So not the result that I wanted, but hey, that's life in the Premiership. It's going to be a very mixed season, I think. So see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.